It's time for 5-Minute Advice for Authors, brought to you by Twin Flame Studios.
Hi, I'm Lisa Bragg, and I'm the author of Bragging Rights, How to Talk About Your Work Using Purposeful Self-Promotion. And I'm a speaker and advisor, and you can find me at lisabragg.com and on social media, Lisa Bragg or That Lisa Bragg. What is most important for readers to know about bragging rights? Well, it's that bragging rights really shouldn't be taboo and shouldn't be for just some people. So one thing is a definition. Bragging means to talk about one's successes with pride. And I believe pride also means self-love. And it doesn't mean self-aggrandizement. And that's that icky, I'm going to put you down kind of thinking that we think bragging is. Bragging is really about talking about your successes and then other people cheering you on. And that's what my book has, is a lot of research about why we brag, why we don't brag, who gets a pass on bragging, and why I really think you need to talk about your successes and how it's going to help you in the future. Another thing you can learn about bragging rights, it's not a me story. It's really about me and how I'm here to serve. And then once you know that, then we can partner together and hopefully change the world for, well, obviously for the better. And the book really talks about leadership and how we can help other people to shine. And I think that's really critical because so many of us are leaders and experts, and we want other people to also shine. There's so many hidden gems out there. Let's have more great voices being seen and heard. So my most important advice on writing a book is, first of all, do it. The world needs to see and hear you, but it's also making sure that you have a really good outline. And admittedly, mine wasn't that good. So I had professionals who really helped me through the process. And once I had that, it really helped me to go faster. So good foundational piece of having a good outline. And your publisher is likely going to want to have a satisfactory second draft, something that they can really start to sculpt. And be willing to let things go, things that you find precious and dear, and oh, it has to be included. Let it go, because your reader doesn't need everything. Save that for the next book. So my current book, Bragging Rights, How to Talk About Your Work Using Purposeful Self-Promotion, it's about 54,000 words. My next book, yes, I'm planning a next book, is going to be a lot less. And it's not going to be a disservice to the reader. It's actually going to be a benefit, because he or she will then be able to consume it faster and put it into action. So it doesn't have to be 80,000 words. 35,000, 55,000, that's good for a book in nonfiction. That's going to really help someone, that they'll be able to put it in action right away. My favorite part of creating an audiobook with Twin Flame Studios, so many things come to mind right away. You know, my background's broadcast news, so I could actually do a lot of things by myself. I could sit in my audio booth and record this by myself. I have the tools and the technology and the know-how, but what I wouldn't have had is the guide on the side, the director, and really the cheerleader in my ear helping me through, because it's hard. It's hard when you're reading something that's about 54,000 words. Even if you're a professional broadcaster, getting through that, you need that person who's there for you and cheering you on. So Stephen was just the best. As he was there, I'd be like, did I say that word oddly? Because you hear it in your ear and you hear it, it's like, that doesn't sound right. To help you keep going and not get stuck in the project, and to really elevate it to you being the best version of yourself that you can show up and do this kind of audio recording. So the professionalism, the fun, you know, doing it by yourself is not fun, but having a professional guide on the side is mandatory to making your book the best it can be. So top notch all the way. And really appreciate it. And you know what, it's really interesting because they're right in your ear with you as you're doing this. And so it just becomes part of it. And it's your best friend right there along on the journey. So thank you, Twin Flames. I truly appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us on 5-Minute Advice for Authors. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe for more, and visit us at twinflamestudios.com.